Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulullah, thumma ma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is your brother Zeeshan Suleman. You know, when the Prophet ﷺ, he was commanded to make migration from Mecca to Medina, the companions from Mecca, who were known as the Muhajirun, they also made migration with him to Medina. Now the people of Medina, they were known as the Ansar. And the Prophet ﷺ, what he did is that he paired a Muhajir with the Ansar. A good example of this is Salman al-Farsi and Abu Darda. Now Salman al-Farsi, he was actually senior to Abu Darda. He had more knowledge and more understanding, and he spent more time with the Prophet ﷺ. So one day Abu Darda, actually he was doing something that Salman al-Farsi, he recognized. He went to his house and he corrected him. And that's what the Sahaba did. What they did is that they helped each other, they corrected each other, and they would advise each other. They were more like Emaan buddies, you can say. Now we know in Ramadan, shaitan is locked up and it becomes a little bit easier for us to do good deeds. But sometimes we go in that dip. We go in that little, struggles in Ramadan, going to Salatul Taraweeh and reciting Quran. So it's a good idea for us to find an Emaan buddy, someone who can help us and motivate us, encourage us to do good deeds, and help us throughout the struggles during this month. So a righteous companion can be a means of guidance, comfort, and your salvation, while an evil companion can be a means of misguidance, discomfort, and your destruction. Like on Yawm al-Qiyamah, on the Day of Judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He talks about what's going to happen to the reality of people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. Allah tells us in the Quran that on the Day of Judgment, the man will run away from his brother, he'll run away from his mother and his father, and the man will run away from his wife and his kids. The people who are closest to him, the most beloved to him in this world, he will be running away from them on the Day of Judgment. There is an exclusion for a certain type of people. Those people who are righteous and those people who loved each other for the sake of Allah, they will be under the arsh of Allah, under the throne of Allah, where there be no shade except His. So in Ramadan, try to find an Emaan buddy, somebody you can motivate or they can motivate you. Someone who can share in that righteousness and coming closer to Allah. And when you do that, inshallah, they'll be able to make it easy for you to overcome any obstacles that may come in the way. They can be anybody from your close friends to your family members. You want to find an Emaan buddy who can help you instill habits in Ramadan and after Ramadan. So make a pact with someone and help each other in times of hardship when you start to feel lazy. Now, in worst case scenario, if you can't find someone, then don't give up. Remind yourself, you're doing it for the sake of Allah and you're doing it for your hereafter. Because on the Day of Judgment, you will be standing before Allah alone and be questioned for your actions. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to find righteous friends and make it easy for us to associate with good companions who will help us in this world and the hereafter. Assalamu alaikum.